Hello, it's Robert West again. I'm making this video so you know it must be something in the water down here in Stillwater, Oklahoma. As a lot of you know, by the views that I got on Facebook Reels and on Instagram and on YouTube, you know what's been going on. What happened at Stillwater Junior High with my daughter Heaven West and Principal Kane Mock. They had suspended her for 5 days, and I was going for the appeal. That's why I'm going to start today. The appeal was a joke. Stillwater Public Schools is a joke. They set up this appeal. There were no blacks represented at this appeal except me and my daughter. They did have one non-white. I don't know if he was Native American or Hispanic. Couldn't tell. But that was about it. The gentleman that was the committee chairman, he's a principal from a place here that they call Nevada. Lincoln Academy. Lincoln Academy is for the students that are ninth grade and above that don't know how to act or can't get along for whatever in a public school setting, so they put them in there and they let them graduate there. Heaven is too young for that. But he was the chairperson. This man, his body language and his eyes, they had masks on, so all I could see was his eyes and his body language. His body language told me from the beginning, son, sit down, listen to what's going on. I'm going to make my decision my way. Nothing you say is going to persuade me your way. And that's the body language from the chairperson. Now, when I got the email about the process for the appeal, it stated that there would be no faculty or students present at the appeal process that were present during the altercation or whatever happened in the hallway. When I get there, the first person I see is Miss Zamansky, Crystal Zamansky. She's another principal. Zamansky. She's another principal there at Stillwater Junior High. The same woman that lied to me when she was standing there with the police officer. They said they had no evidence. 2 minutes later, remember I told you guys, I called her, got her on the phone, and she said she had all the evidence she needed to suspend my daughter at that time. When 2 minutes prior to that, they had no evidence. We get there, this woman is sitting at the desk. And in the first 2 minutes of the meeting, she admitted to being, or claimed that she was right there when all of this took place in the hallway. My first question was, well, why is she sitting in this office, in this appeal, if there's nobody, no faculty, nor student that was present at the altercation, supposed to be in the appeal process or a part of the appeal process? Why was Ms. Zaminsky there? Question number one, never was answered. Body language. Ms. Zaminsky's body language, all I could see was her eyes. I'm an ex-convict. I'm an ex-gang member. I'm an ex-whole lot of stuff that using your brain to stay alive, to understand, to get where you was trying to get to, whatever your goal might have been, was the most important thing to getting there. Now, I'm looking at this woman. She's squirming in her seat. She won't look me in my eye. She's quivering when she talks. Her words are stuttering like she needed to go to speech class. And she was lying. And I called her on her lies over and over in the meeting. The gentleman that was the chairperson from Lincoln Academy, the principal, he didn't even want to hear nothing I had to say. Nothing. He interrupted every fact that I threw out there. He interrupted, telling me that the only reason we're here is to discuss Heaven's suspension and the reason she's suspended. But how could we discuss the suspension only when they're discussing this principal and basically saying this principal did nothing? You know, they're validating this principal instead of talking about what really happened. Now we're going to talk about blind spots. We got to talking about the cameras and the fact that I needed to see this video that they convicted my daughter on. It's funny. The principal tackled my daughter in a blind spot. There are blind spots all over this junior high. Officer Knowles, he's the SRO, the school resource officer. He's a Stillwater police officer, told me himself that he knows there are blind spots in that school. And it just so happened that Mock Kane, whatever his name is, tackled my daughter in that blind spot. And then had a principal by the name of Riggs. And I'm going to get to Riggs in a little bit because this is going to be a nice long video. I'm going to open it up about Stillwater. Riggs claimed that he was pushed and the man, Mr. Kane, Mock, fell on top of my daughter and immediately got up. Now, my daughter states that he tackled her. Other students called me when the incident was taking place and said that he tackled her and then he immediately sat up on her and put his knees in her stomach. And that's what my daughter said. Excuse this, but I'm stressed. So, the video seems like whenever you request to see the video that they're convicting your child on in a school, the video only shows one part. It never shows your child. It never clears your child. That part is never on video. And a parent that knows their child knows when their child is lying. I'm one of those parents. You can't bullshit me. I lied so much to my parents, none of my kids can ever get over on me. I'm telling you, I'm cold with it. I know they lying before, when they thinking about lying, I know they lying. She's not lying. I taught my girls a long time ago to defend yourself no matter what, no matter who it's against. You defend yourself. You never start a fight. I don't believe in bullying. I went to Owasso Public Schools when it wasn't cool to be black. And I loved them. They treated me like family eventually. But I went through it too. So I don't allow bullying. I don't condone bullying. I don't put up with bullies. I whooped bullies. That's what I did. I put bullies in their place. And I expect my girls to do the same thing. When a bully presents themselves, you pop it like a blackhead, especially if he puts his hands on you. That's the reason why she was defending herself. She did get out of line with her mouth. Never put her hands on anybody. Camera doesn't even show that. Even the boy said that the slap didn't connect. The appeal, they upheld the suspension of 5 days. Then I was told by Officer Knowles that the DA was being presented with a case against Principal Kane Mock. And Officer Knowles then went on to tell me in my driveway, came to my home. In my driveway, he came and told me that, you know, first he wanted these reports, that for the handwritten reports. He wanted to know exactly what happened because he has taken an administrator to jail before from Stillwater Junior High, and he will do it again. It will not go wiped under the rug, Mr. West. I give you my word. He lied. He lied, and I'm going to tell you why he lied and how he lied. Today, I got a letter from Stillwater Public Schools delivered to me by the mailman. They paid $7.38. $7.38. If you've seen these raggedy schools these kids go to school in, you'd be mad about that $7.38. And the letter states, November 22nd, 2021, says, Dear Mr. West, this letter constitutes my order that absent my written permission, you may not be on Stillwater Public School District property for the next 6 months. Failure to comply with this order by returning to Stillwater Public School District property within 6 months shall result in you being guilty of a misdemeanor. This action is based on an incident which occurred on November the 15th, 21 at Stillwater Junior High School, and because of subsequent social media posts following that incident. Investigation of the incident of the 15th of November indicated that you made the following statement. If you are going to get kicked out for 5 days, we or I or she should have just whipped your ass, referencing the SROs and or the school principal. Additionally, there were threats that you posted on social media through your Facebook account about Assistant Principal Kane Mock. One where you wrote, "He will pay," and another where you stated, "Kane Mock, blow him up, let him have it." Pursuant to law, you may appeal my decision to the Stillwater Board of Education. We all know how that's going to go. An appeal may be filed by letter to the superintendent at the place, filed in 5 days. And Miss Crystal Zemansky's signature is at the bottom of this. Wow. Look her. The day they kicked my daughter out of school, I went in, I was really pissed off because these students had already told me what happened. My girlfriend told me not to say nothing, we would take care of it, and I didn't. I went in there, I signed my daughter out, we turned around, we walked out. The police was already standing there, wanting to talk to me, I didn't say shit. I turned around and I walked out. On the way to the car, Heaven, say hi.
Hi.
Now this is my daughter, Heaven. She's black, America. She's very black because I'm her very black father. I made her. She came straight from me, America. This goes to all you little Stillwaterites that are having a problem with her walking, talking, and acting black. Damn it, it's because she's black. Now back to what I was saying. My daughter, Heaven, she starts about to cry, telling me what this man did to her and how bad she hurt. So I gave her the keys, put her in the car, turned around and walked back to the school building. The police came outside and they met me, them and Miss Zemansky. And that's when all the lines started taking place about the evidence they didn't have. And then, I got real mad. I told them that, the racism that's going on here in Stillwater is just crazy. And nobody speaks up about it. Nobody does nothing about it. And I'm going to tell you, the black people in Stillwater, if you black and you're looking at this video, if you see this video and you black, if you don't like me and you don't like what I'm about to say, when you see me in public, punch me in my mouth. Okay? I will take that. I mean, you might get your ass whooped, but I will take that. But look here, if y'all would stand up to how these white folks in Stillwater are treating y'all, treating your kids in these schools, stop letting these people treat y'all's kids any kind of way in these schools, and start reporting their ass to people outside of Stillwater like I'm going to do, then you'll get some change. Until then, man, y'all gonna be the same beat down race of people that you are now. No black teachers, no black school administrators, 3 black cops, 2 local Stillwater cops, and 1 that's in control at OSU. This is the most backwards city of this size in Oklahoma ever. Backwards. And you black folks down here, if y'all don't stand up and start making a change for y'allself, you'll never be nothing in Payne County. Never. When I was in penitentiary, I heard about Payne County and how they treated black people. Now I know. I messed around and moved here. But I'm going to make a change. I'm going to make a change or they're going to kill me. Period. Now, my daughter, I take her to school every day. My son, I go to his school all the time. I'm involved with my kids. I just don't. I'm not taking this too lightly. I'm not taking this lightly at all. I'm just not taking it lightly at all. Y'all didn't believe me, obviously, when I made the first post. At least my family and friends didn't, because everybody that's commented on my videos have been from outside of any social network that I have. People from all over the country have been listening to what's going on. Now, I got powerful people in my family. I know I do. And you know that I know I do. This is when I need y'all. When I was going through my crap in the streets and going in and out of prison, I never asked y'all for a goddamn thing. I never asked you for help. I ain't doing that no more. It's been 20 years since I've been out of prison. Let it go. I need your help. My family needs your help. My kids need your help. I got one child that will not step foot in a public school facility, and she's flunking out of Epic. I have another child that's desperately trying to get back into public school after these same kids that's messing with her at the junior high got her out of the middle school 2 years ago. She was failing Epic. Now she's trying to get back in the school situation, and it's really difficult. She's still serving her suspension until Monday morning. Then she has to go back and do in-school suspension. Makes no sense to me. You know, that's like putting me in jail right after I get out the penitentiary. But, you know, hey, this is Stillwater, Payne County. So look here. Rebecca Marks, Nicole West, you're my daughter. You're a school principal. Jimmy Knight, you're a lawyer. Uncle Joel, you're a school counselor. Auntie Nettie, you're ex-school teacher. Gary Jones. Somebody give me some help down here, because I'm not going to stop. I will not stop. Y'all know me. I ain't going to stop. I'm going to make sure that this voice is heard for these kids, man. These kids is getting done any kind of way down here. This man had many different ways he could have subdued my daughter. She had been suspended, so they said, 3 times over fighting. Never once did a school administrator or teacher have to body slam my child on the ground. Never once. And all the fights were stopped. Handled properly. Kane Mock, I didn't threaten you. You know I didn't threaten you. I didn't say blow him up, as in blow him up, dumbass. You teach at a junior high. You know slang, but I'm going to say it for you in plain English. Hit his social media up. Light his social media up. Tell him how wrong he was. Tell his wife how wrong he was. Call Stillwater Public Schools. Tell that lady that lied to me, the superintendent that handles the junior high, Miss Dana Renner, how wrong she is. Tell this man that signed this paper, Mark Moore, the superintendent, how wrong he is. Tell Stillwater, period, how wrong they are. Black lives matter all over the country. All over the country, even the lightest of the black lives. I'm out. Hit me up, 405-561-9788. Instagram, Sweet Papa Willow. Look at me on Yahoo, Bonnie and Clyde 0539@yahoo.com. I don't care how you get in touch with me. Get in touch with me. Support us, man. We need your fucking help. I hate to be the way I am with the vocabulary and things, but I keep it 100 no matter what I'm doing, no matter where I'm at, no matter who I'm talking to or what I'm talking about. I keep it 100 because that's me. Anything else, y'all will know I'm being fake. Hit me up.